In your world, the morning likely starts with a buzz, or maybe a beep. An alarm clock on your phone tells you it is time to wake up. It is a private sound, just for you. You might hit the snooze button once, maybe twice. Your day begins alone in a quiet house. You rush to get ready, to beat the traffic, to start your busy day. Our world wakes up differently. We do not have personal alarms. We have a bell. It is a big iron bell in the center of the colony. Its sound is not a buzz or a beep. It is a deep, clear ring that travels across the fields and through every home. It is a sound that says, "We are together." When the bell rings, we know our neighbors are waking up too. We are all starting our day at the same moment. It is a reminder that we are not alone. Long before the sun shows its face, we gather for morning prayer. The bell has called us from our beds, and now we walk together in the quiet dark. We make our way to the church, or what we call the shul. The air is cool and still. The only sounds are our footsteps on the gravel paths and the soft whispers of sleepy children. This is a special time. It is a time for God before the work of the day begins. The men sit on one side, the women, the children. The preacher, our spiritual leader, stands at the front. He does not give a loud or fiery sermon. He speaks in a calm, steady voice. He reads from the Bible and from old Hutterite sermons, some written centuries ago. These words are familiar to us. We have heard them many times before. They are like old friends, comforting and wise. This time of prayer grounds us for the day ahead. When we leave the church, we are not just a group of individuals. We are a spiritual family, united in our beliefs and ready to face the day with a common purpose. This quiet time of reflection is a powerful anchor in our lives. We do not check emails or watch the news. This practice gives us a deep sense of stability. It is a foundation upon which our entire day is built. After morning prayer, we walk to the dining hall for breakfast. We call it the Zimmer. Walk up to the dining hall entrance. The sun is just beginning to rise, painting the sky with soft colors. Inside, the long tables are already set. Close up, simple plates, mugs, and spoons. The smell of fresh bread and hot coffee fills the air, steaming bread and pouring coffee. We do not eat in our separate homes. We eat all our meals together as one large family. This is a very important part of our Hutterite life. It is where our community comes together, not just to eat, but to connect and organize our day. The men sit together, the women sit together, the school-aged children have their own tables. A simple prayer of thanks is said before we eat. The meal itself is plain but hearty. There might be porridge, homemade bread with butter and jam, coffee or milk. The food is prepared by the women whose turn it is to work in the community kitchen. They have been up even earlier than the rest of us, making sure everything is ready, serving trays carried out to tables. Their service ensures that all of us can start the day well-fed and ready for our tasks. The men at their tables talk about the work ahead. The farm boss will quietly give instructions. The plans for the day are made over coffee and bread. Everyone knows what they need to do when the meal is over. It is efficient and simple. This communal breakfast sets the tone for our day of work. It builds unity. We are not just working for ourselves, we are working for everyone at these tables. Our life is guided by a simple belief: one body, many hands. This means that while we are all part of one community, each of us has a different role to play. After breakfast, the colony moves like a well-practiced team. The men head out to their assigned jobs. Most will go to the fields where the work changes with the seasons. Planting seeds in the spring, tending crops in the summer, harvesting in the fall. They work together in teams, operating the large farm machinery that allows our colony to thrive. Their work provides the food and the income for all of us. Other men work in the colony's workshops. We have skilled mechanics who keep our tractors and trucks running, welders, carpenters, electricians. These workshops are vital. They allow us to be self-sufficient. Instead of hiring outsiders for every repair, we rely on the skills of our own people. This saves money and strengthens our community. Each man knows his job, learned young from elders. While the men are in the fields and workshops, the women take care of the heart of the colony. A team of women is assigned to the community kitchen for the week. They cook, bake, clean. Other women work in the sewing room, the garden, and care for the youngest children. Their work creates a comfortable and nurturing home for everyone. The children have their work too. Their most important job is to go to school. In our German school, they learn our Hutterite history, our songs, our faith. In the English school, taught by a teacher from outside the colony, they learn reading, writing, math. At noon, the bell rings again. This time it calls us from our work to our midday meal. This meal, which we call mittagessen, is the main meal of the day. It is, honestly, the social core of our colony life. The men come in from the fields and workshops, their faces showing the hard work of the morning. The women come from the kitchens and gardens. The children are dismissed from school. We all gather once more in the dining hall. This is a time to rest, refuel, and reconnect. The tables are laden with food: roasted chicken, potatoes from our garden, fresh baked bread, a simple soup. The meal is hearty and nourishing. As we eat, we share news. The farm boss might report on the progress of the harvest. A woman might share a funny story about one of the young children. It is a time for quiet conversation and fellowship. We catch up on the little things and the big things. This simple act of eating together strengthens our bonds. This meal is a powerful symbol of our unity. The food we eat was grown in our fields by our men. It was tended in our gardens by our women. It was prepared in our kitchen by our neighbors. Every bite is a reminder of our interdependence. We rely on each other for our daily bread. This is very different from the modern world, where people often eat lunch alone at a desk or grab a quick bite on the go. After the meal, there is a short period of rest. Some of the older men might have a nap. The women might chat for a little longer. This break in the middle of the day is important. It allows us to recharge our bodies and our spirits. It ensures we do not become so focused on work that we forget about each other. The midday meal is the anchor that holds our day together. Our ability to come together for a simple midday meal is the foundation for much larger celebrations. Think about a Hutterite wedding. It is a huge event. Hundreds of guests come from other colonies to celebrate with us. To feed so many people is a massive undertaking. The answer lies in the practice we get every single day in our communal dining hall. Some peel potatoes, some bake bread, and others prepare the meat. They can organize, cook, and serve food for hundreds of people without any fuss. They have a system. The men set up the tables and benches. The women decorate the hall with simple, beautiful touches. Everyone had a role. There was no need for a wedding planner or a catering company. The community was the planner, the community was the caterer. This is the Hutterite way. We share the work and we share the joy. When we prepared for my own wedding, as I wrote about in my book, I saw this power up close. From feeding ourselves each day to hosting a massive wedding, it all comes from the same spirit of cooperation. To understand how this daily rhythm culminates in their unique and profound marriage blueprint, don't miss our deep dive into that world. We've linked our episode, A Hutterite Wedding, inside a 500-year-old ritual in the description below. Unity in small things makes unity in big things possible. After the midday meal and a short rest, the work of the afternoon begins. For the adults, it is often a continuation of the morning's tasks. English school is over for the day. Now their real-world education begins. They do not just read about work in books. They learn by doing it, side by side with their elders. A boy might learn how to change the oil in a tractor. He might sort nuts and bolts in the workshop. He might ride along in the combine during harvest. The men are patient teachers. They show the boys how to do things correctly and safely. Through this process, the boys learn the value of hard work and gain the skills of their fathers. The young girls learn from their mothers and the other women. A girl might help in the kitchen by peeling vegetables. She might set long communal tables or go to the garden to weed. In the sewing room, she might learn her first stitches. She might mend a tear or sew a button. They see the women working together and learn cooperation and service. This way of learning connects the generations. The children are part of the world of adults. They see how their small contributions help the whole community. This gives them a sense of purpose and belonging from a very young age. This practical, hands-on education is just as important as their school lessons. It prepares them for a life of contribution and ensures Hutterite skills and traditions are passed on. It prepares them for a life of contribution and ensures Hutterite skills and traditions are passed on from one generation to the next. They learn to respect the work of their elders because they have tried it with their own hands. As the sun begins to set, the rhythm of the colony slows down, the loud sounds of tractors and machinery fade away. The men return from the fields, the workshops close for the day. The bell rings one last time, calling us to our evening meal. This meal is lighter than the midday one. It is a simple supper of leftovers, soup, sandwiches. After supper, for the first time all day, we retreat into our own family apartments. This evening time is for parents and children. Mothers help young children with their baths, then get them ready for bed. Fathers sit and talk with their older sons and daughters. There are no televisions blaring, no internet browsers to scroll through, no digital distractions to pull the family apart. Families read together, they talk about their day. Often you can hear singing, we sing hymns and traditional German songs. It drifts through the quiet evening air, a sound of peace and contentment. This period of quiet reflection is essential. It lets us process our thoughts and find peace before sleep. The evening is not for escape or entertainment. It is for connection and gratitude. We end it with family, with conversation, and with song. The day's work is done, and calm settles over the colony. This helps us rest deeply and wake refreshed for the next day. The absence of modern distractions is not a loss for us. It is a gain. Our 24-hour blueprint is a circle. It starts with a prayer for guidance and ends with quiet gratitude. It is a life lived in rhythm with the seasons and with each other. Look at our day and compare it to the world outside. We are not pulled in a million different directions. We do not suffer from the loneliness that many people feel in crowded cities. Our path is clear. Our purpose is shared. From the morning bell to the evening hymns, every part of our day is designed to reinforce our connection to God and to our community. There is a deep and abiding peace in this simplicity. The absence of modern distractions is not a loss for us, it is a gain. We have time for what truly matters. We have time for face-to-face conversations. We have time to teach our children practical skills. We have time to sit in silence and listen to our own hearts. We have time to sing together. Our way of life is not for everyone, but its lessons are universal. In a world that often feels chaotic and disconnected, the Hutterite Day offers a blueprint for a more purposeful, peaceful, and connected way of living. Perhaps it is the value of starting the day with quiet reflection instead of a frantic rush. Perhaps it is the importance of eating meals together without the distraction of screens. Perhaps it is the joy of working with your hands, teaching your children by your side. What do you think your life would feel like if you lived just one day by this blueprint? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We are about to begin a new series on the practical, forgotten skills of these communities. To be sure you don't miss our first episode on the lost art of preservation, subscribe to the Colony Legacy. Thank you for joining us.